all your life, from a child growing up, you've been busy, and I think for some of us, we've been conditioned to focus on different things outside of self.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to that point now where you're looking into yourself, trying to get to know yourself, asking yourself question, who am I? What are the things that makes me happy? What are the things that makes me feel at peace? But then I said, if I can give a company 7 years of my life, why not give yourself or dedicate the next 7 years of your life to your business?
Greetings and welcome to LG's Talk at the Beach podcast, a podcast that aims to play a small part in changing the narrative around staying true to self and the importance of looking after one's mental health and well-being. I'm your host, Lorraine. The podcast is based around 8 set questions that I will ask all my guests so as to gain a different perspective, as one size does not fit all and we are all unique individuals. The discussion shared between my guests and I are our own personal thoughts, views, and opinions. My hope is that you will be inspired and motivated to put focus on self, with end result being you stepping into alignment with your true self and well-being. My guest this week is Kimboley. As I do with all of my guests, they will introduce themselves as they know themselves, and I feel it's best for them to introduce themselves. So with that being said, thank you, Kimboley, for being a guest at LG's Talk at the Beach podcast. Please introduce yourself.
It's a pleasure being here. My name is Kimboley. I am a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a businesswoman, a passionate one. I like to think of myself as fun, loving, bold, intelligent, smart. Yeah, and that pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really do believe that there is great power in the words I am, and most importantly, the words that we place thereafter.
Yeah.
What words resonate with you and support you in staying true to yourself when placed after I am?
The first word for me is going to be bold. I am bold. Yeah. I mean, not always, but that's a word that's always been resonated with me from a younger age. I am bold. I think in most cases, I have always had to be bold.
Okay.
And when I don't have to be bold, then I simply just, relax in that moment. So it's going to be, I am bold. I am smart. I am brave. Yeah. 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 Those are the words for me now. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What areas within your life has been non-negotiable, where you knew you had to be true to yourself and your vision?
Vision. All right. So this is a little bit of story for me now. I remember back in COVID, I was working in the tourism industry, and then, most persons, we got laid off during that time. And then I think when it was about time we were gearing up go back to work, I was back and forth with myself because, to be honest, mentally at the job that I was at the moment, it wasn't the safest place mentally. But before that, I had started the business which I am doing now. So I was back and forth with myself. Should I just continue on the path, knowing that I actually love what I'm doing, but at that moment it wasn't doing well in terms of nothing because the business was barely out the ground. It wasn't even out the ground, to be honest. And then I was back and forth with myself. Should I go back to work or should I just keep doing what I'm doing? And then I made a bold decision and I resigned. And then I decided that I was going to do my business. It was a moment because I questioned myself back and forth. Did I make the right decision?
Right.
But then within my heart, I know that I made the right decision because I knew that this is what I want to do. But then, the pressure when you're an adult and you have responsibilities and, family are concerned, your loved ones are concerned, like, you sure you know what you're doing, or questions like that. But then I spent 7 years working with the company that I work with.
Right.
And then when I resigned, I said to myself, if I can spend 7 years working with an institution or a company or whatever it is, I gave them 7 years of my life with no regrets, of course. But then I said, if I can give a company 7 years of my life, why not give yourself or dedicate the next 7 years of your life to your business and to what you want to do? And I say, if I can stick out the next 7 years of my life, putting it into something that I actually love, then it's a win for me. That's
So
a win
it
for me.
was non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. From that day, I've never worked back for anyone else, and I've resigned about 4 years now, a little over 4 years now. I've never worked back for anyone else since then because I told myself I want to put all the focus on what I am doing. So for me, that has been non-negotiable. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when you. I get it when you said if you can give them 7 years.
Yeah.
Then you.
I owe it to myself to give myself the next 7 years to see how this thing can become fruitful.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. In relation to your non-negotiable area, what challenges did you encounter and how did you overcome them?
I think I encountered a lot of challenges during that time. I mean, the main one would have been the mental health space, financial troubles. So, I don't know, but for most people, when you hear financial troubles, you hear the mental space is just not right. I think the only thing that I would say that helped me to stay grounded was just riding out the storm.
Okay.
Simple riding out the storm. I had to trust and I had to believe in what I was doing. I had to know in myself that, look, it doesn't matter. Well, which is something that I tell myself a lot. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to get to the goal. I'm going to get there. I'm just going to try my very best to ride out the storm and put my best into what I'm doing. Yeah.
Thank you. There has certainly been some challenges over the past few years globally, and certainly to date. How did you manage yourself overall, or how are you managing yourself overall, namely within your personal life and within your business life?
Personal and business. How I manage myself. To be honest, how I manage myself then, it's not necessarily how I'm managing it now because I'm learning as I go along. That's one thing I tell myself, I have to give myself grace. Maybe in the past I would give myself so much grace because I would overthink things and thinking that, oh, you could have done that better. Because for me as a person, I'm very reflective. Like if I go through my day, at the end of the day, I usually reflect on things. Like not purposefully, sometimes it just happens. I reflect on what I did throughout the day, the mistakes that I made, the things that I could have done better. And I think for back in the past, I would focus more on the things that I could have done better. But then sometimes you're put in a situation where you respond to things how you're best able to at the moment. So for now, I'm learning to give myself grace. I will give myself grace. I'm learning how to handle the obstacles or whatever it is that comes at me, whether in business or personally. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How do you look after your mental health and well-being?
One of the simple things that I do is come by the beach. Yeah, that's one of the simple things I do. Come by the beach. Something else that I'm learning now is to not deprive myself of things that if it's a need, a want, whatever it is. If I'm in the space where, I have to be responsible. So if I'm in a position where I have to choose between my mental health and something else, it's always not a good feeling for me. So I try to split it 50-50. I try to split it 50-50. So if it's a case where I have bills to pay, but I feel like I need a break, I need to go on that break, that break that I need is going to cost me some money. I split it down 50-50.
Right.
Yeah, the bills have to pay, but I'm important as well. And without me, these bills can't get paid. So that's one thing that I've been learning, and it's been working so far. Yeah, it's working so far.
But then I suppose like everything in life, it's a journey.
Exactly. It's a journey, and then trying to find balance. I believe in a previous conversation, we had a conversation about balance. That's something that is important for me because I never had balance. This is the closest I've come to it. And I have a long, long way to go to get to where I'm trying to go.
That.
Yes. So I would say trying to create balance in my life.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my non-negotiable right now. Yeah. Because when you're trying to do something and you see that you get a glimpse of how much more peace you can have in life when you have that, then I say I want this forever. I want this to be a forever thing in my life. So
and that's the push for you to master the balance.
Yeah, definitely.
When you can see
yeah, man, when you get to just get a glimpse of what it can be like, and you know that where you're at now, like, I want to get there. Where I'm at now, it's not terrible, but where I'm coming from, I don't want no part of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are you at your core? Your
At my core, I would say that I'm a passionate person. I like to I like to do things that I'm passionate about. I'm adventurous. I like doing fun stuff, stuff that get my heartbeat pumping and all of that. I would say that I'm sweet, but I'll also say that some people may say not so sweet or something. I think of it as assertive because in most cases you have to be. But by core, I would say that I am a sweet person, but I'm also assertive. I am bold. I'm adventurous. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What's the one thing you can share in relation to these three areas? The importance of staying true to self.
The importance of staying true to self. You see, the thing about self, for me personally, and this is personally because I am pretty much just embarking on my journey,
Okay.
getting to know self and all of that.
Oh.
Yes. So when you're put in a place where you are learning to know yourself like all over again, because at my age, I'm 30 years old, by the way. At my age, the other day I was having a conversation basically with myself. And I'm saying to myself, but you're basically just getting to know yourself. Because all your life, from a child growing up, you've been busy, and I think for some of us, we have been conditioned to focus on different things outside of self. So when you get to that point now where you're looking into yourself, trying to get to know yourself, asking yourself question, who am I? What are the things that makes me happy? What are the things that makes me feel at peace? So when you get to that point now, it's just, I don't know. Staying true to yourself is very important because when you get to know yourself, nothing else can shake you. That's my view on it. Nothing else can shake you because if you know yourself, it doesn't matter what's happening outside. You're comfortable. You're good within self. Yeah.
So get to know self.
Get to know self. Everything else, it might be important, yes, but if you know yourself, then you can deal with anything else around you. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One thing you can share in relation to how to overcome or manage challenges.
To overcome or manage challenges. I mean, for me, it's having a plan. It's having a plan. Because, I mean, they say if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Yeah. So whether it's personal, business, whatever it is, I'm a writer. I get a book and a pen, and if it's too busy in the head, then I'm putting it down. I'm making a plan.
Yeah.
I'm making a plan. It doesn't have to be the most posh looking plan. It can just be a pen. Well, I prefer a pen because the pencil might fade, and I want to make sure I can get bad information. But get a pen and a paper and write down the things. Like set it out so it doesn't get so busy in the brains. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm a firm believer, and as you know, I'm a planner person. And there's a quote, I'm not even sure who it's from, but they say the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory.
I thought that what you told me that, or was it in the book? Yes.
Yeah, no, it's so true because we can have things in our head.
Yeah. And then the headspace gets so busy
and full.
It gets so busy. It's better to just write it down. Just write it down. If you need to remember, you go back and you look at it. But just the fact that you can take it out the headspace and put it down somewhere so you can rest the brains. Just rest the brains, rest the mind.
Yeah.
Let the book do what it's supposed to do. But having a plan really helps things to go along. Yeah.
Thank you. And the last one thing you can share in relation to the importance of looking after one's mental health.
In Jamaica, I'm not sure if I should be saying Jamaica, but I can speak on behalf of Jamaicans. I don't think we pay attention to mental health enough. I think it's something that the people have been they've been trying to shine more light on it, and that is good. But mental health is serious. If you're not in a good space within yourself mentally, then everything else, it doesn't matter. You have a lot of persons walking around myself included. You're walking around and you see us putting on the best and doing the best, and if it's even the worst, but where's it coming from? Your mental health is important because everything that you do is stemming from there. And no matter how you go out and you try to put out your best, and you could be putting out your best, but if you're not in a good space within your mind, you can only do so much before you just fall apart. So it's important. Find things that you love. Find things that help you to relax. You can be listening to music. For me, can be listening to music, can be going to the beach. It doesn't have to be the most outrageous things, just simple things that make you feel at ease. It can be praying. You never know. Whatever it is. And if you're on a journey that you're just trying to figure out yourself, you're just trying things out. You're trying things out. You listen to some music today, they say, no, it was too loud, it's not working today. And you might find that what worked today may not work tomorrow. Because you get up today, you say you're just in a busy headspace, and you say, let me listen to some music to kind of drown the noise out and just relax. And then tomorrow you get up and you try to listen to some music and it's too much, it's not working. You might find that just coming to the beach and just, relaxing, it might help. So it's important to find things that help you feel relaxed, because this society now, it's so busy. It's so busy and it's so easy for us to just lose focus of what you're even trying to focus on. Throughout the day you get up, and for me, I write everything down. My to-do list for today was written down from last night. Because if I get up one day, and I don't know if it's because I condition myself this way, but if I get up one day and I didn't write my to-do list from the day before, and I get up and just get up today and I say, all right, I have one task in the mind and just head on the road to do that, and without my to-do list or without my book, the whole day is lost. The whole day is lost. It's like I'm shambling, I'm all over the place. So, find things that make you feel at ease. You can be writing down your to-do list, you never know. Whatever it is. But we have to take care of the mental health space. We have to. Little steps every day.
And that's so key.
Yeah.
Little steps.
Little steps. Because most of us, we didn't grow up learning these things, so it's something new for us. It's something new for us. So give yourself grace. Little steps, 1, 2 every day. It adds up. You'll be surprised. If you do nothing about it now, 5 years from now, you'll be in the same place or worse. So taking that one step every single day, 5 years from now, you'll be surprised to see where you are.
Yeah. And you said something so important there about giving self grace.
Grace.
Because I find that, like you were saying about, society and everything, and, social media is a powerful thing.
It can be distracting,
We can get ourselves lost in that. And then the comparisons and all the rest of it. When sometimes we just need to take a step back, and sit back, give ourselves grace and acknowledge where we're at and where we're going. And
and that's why it's important to get to know yourself, because most of the things you see on social media, some of the times it's just make believe. Most of it is not necessarily real, So when you go comparing yourself, like I like to say, one of the things that I've been learning is to think that, or to know that I am perfect within.
Right.
I am perfect the way I am. So it doesn't make no sense I get up and go compare myself to anybody else. Because if God made me this way, then how can I not be perfect? So it's important for us, talk to yourself. I talk to myself, some people might think you're crazy, but
I
talk to myself. Yes, I even answer back. I talk to myself. So, you have to be aware in these times. You have to be aware. The social media, like you said, distracting and all of that. So don't compare. The comparison, it don't work. It's a killer. Especially for the mental space. They were talking about the mental now. So comparing yourself to everything else that's happening, and it just don't work out in our favor. So giving yourself grace. Don't worry about everything that you see happening around. Just think within. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Sharing. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for taking out the time, because I know you're busy schedule and runs and everything. So we do appreciate it.
It was a pleasure being here. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for watching or listening to this episode of LG's Talk at the Beach podcast. I do hope that you found a nugget or two that you can take away from this episode. I can say I certainly have. If anything resonated with you, please like, comment, and share. You can connect with me on Facebook or Instagram, LG's Talk at the beach. Or you can, if you want to know more about what it is that I do, you can go to Lorraine-Givens at carrd.co. I want to leave you with a thought. Take the time to be still, reflect, and do something each day to ensure you are stepping into alignment with your true self and well-being. Thank you. Blessings.